right now for my CSCS test, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, via the NSCA, National Strength and Conditioning Association. So, my head hurts a little bit right now just from all of the studying going on, but hey, it is what it is. That's what we got to do. But, Chuck, you've been doing this for quite some time, man.
How long has it been?
I've been a personal trainer since I was 22. I first got certified by AFA. I can't even go into like every single certification, but I started training in 2002. Bally's Total Fitness. That's where I started off at, and it wasn't everything I thought it was going to be cracked up to be. So, right. I joined the Marine Corps, and I still continue to do it on the side, and then I started doing boot camps out in San Diego. That was fun. So I was doing boot camps twice a day throughout the week. That was really great. And then I moved back here. I was doing personal training on my own while going to school. Yep. And then I was then I started working for a gym in Fairfield, Fit Club. And just recently I took off on my own. I run a small space, and things are going pretty good.
Yeah.
It's in the background right now, guys. If you could see, that's a photo we took. There's Hulk, one of the backgrounds in the gym.
That's the graffiti art in Chuck's space.
My best friend did that.
Yeah. It's dope. Really Chuck started working us out 2 weeks ago, and I was saying to him, I can feel every part of my body.
Yeah. That's the idea.
He's so good.
Everything I do is like raw boot camp style, because I was also a Marine Corps drill instructor.
Yep.
And I had a bunch of certifications through the Marine Corps. I actually got CrossFit certified while I was in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps paid for it back in
That's awesome.
Wow.
Back in 2006, when CrossFit first came around.
Yeah. Before
there was a box, which is a gym, or anything. So they did that. I was also a combat fitness specialist. So making weights out of sandbags, kettlebells out of sandbags, things to do with your packs, just, exercises in a combat environment when you don't have weights, so stuff like that, I got a bunch of other certifications, but you can work out anywhere.
Yeah. And
with anything, basically, essentially.
Right. And I feel like you also are good at knowing what the person wants, and
yes.
Oh yeah.
And, making sure that they're good.
Yeah, let's take a deeper dive into that.
Yeah.
So, with your clients, what is your now, obviously it depends on the client who you're working with. If they're beginner, they're advanced, athlete, non-athlete. You work with all of them.
Oh, I have an 80-year-old client. I have
high school kids, right?
I have elementary kids.
Yep.
I have kids that are special needs. I have people that are right now. I got 3 clients that are in casts. I've trained plenty of pregnant women. You really just have to, be. I can't even think of the word.
Customizable, basically.
Well, customizable, but you have to be able to really communicate back and forth.
Yeah.
You got people that really want to push through, really want to do this, really want to do that, and you got to be on them. I'm talking at least 3 times a minute. Ask them how they're doing. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the people that need these modifications,
Yeah.
I have so many different clients with goals. I got people who want to gain weight. I got people that want to lose weight. I got people that want to so much, and then I just got athletes.
Yeah. Yeah. And so one thing that comes to mind with all this variety of clients, what is the most challenging part for you when you have, let's say, because now after this show, you got a client.
Yeah.
And then you had a client earlier.
Yeah.
So
I got a virtual client.
What is the most challenging part when you're dealing with, let's say you have a youth athlete in the morning to kind of game plan for him, and then you have to switch gears for the 80-year-old later on that day? What's kind of the most challenging part of kind of going from client to client in such a variance of age and ability?
Well, you just you kind of got to have a game plan for the day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of trainers just like to roll into it, and it's you have to put thought into your workouts. Have a game plan for the day. I have in the morning right now. I got 3 people. I got 4 people. I got 3 clients, and then I have a kid. I got 3 adults, all around their 50s, and then I have my little buddy.
Yeah.
Who's in a wheelchair.
Yep.
All right. And so I have to work with them and him. So I just have to really know what they need,
Yeah.
So
absolutely. And then, so kind of take us behind the scenes a little bit of this game planning. Like, what do you, the night before, what are you writing up?
Sometimes I'll do programming. I'll lay in bed and I'll do programming on my phone. I'll
Yep.
type up a workout for the next day. But I got a good memory. I could bring you through like a circuit of like 20 exercises over and over and over. And I could have just freestyled it from the first round, but I'll have it all memorized for the second, third, fourth, because I've been in the game for a long time. So I could just think up the workouts in the morning and just go to it.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. And I bet your clients love it.
I really prefer to do programming the night before, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm sure that makes your life a lot easier. That makes the whole session go a lot smoother. And you know, being that you know, it takes time and dedication to write up programs and things like that. You know, when and how often do you kind of look and use like the previous day to game plan for the next day? Because obviously we know that if you hit weights on Wednesday, Thursday, you know, weights are going to be out.
No, not always. It depends on how we did the weights, but it won't be the same
Right.
workout. That's the thing. So you don't want to repeat, at least you don't want to repeat every exercise. You don't even want to repeat close to it. You know what I'm saying? You want something that's going to be different. You know, you got to remember what you did last time.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. And just give them something different. But, you know, some people just want weight training.
Right.
You know, it could be a completely different thing. Like we went high volume the other day. Okay, so today we're going to go heavier, you know, lower reps, maybe a little more cardio in between.
Yes.
Something like that, you know.
Absolutely. And because there's so many modalities to training.
Oh yeah.
And
I could do the same workout for a month straight, but it won't be the same workout.
Yeah.
I could just change the tempo. That. I mean, it's just like there's so much you could put into it. You have, you know, you got the four fit factors. You got frequency, intensity, time, type, right? You could just switch that up, you know, just by switching that up. So if I take away some time, then I got to turn up the intensity, you know, so I can have like no rest periods and just exercise, just rest as needed, you know, or, you know, it's just, you know, there's so much you can do. There's so much you can just switch it up, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could just change the tempo. Like I could be doing, all right, we're going to be doing, a certain exercise. Okay, I did bench press yesterday, but I want to do bench press again. Okay, so I'm going to add like a 3-second negative, a 3-second pause at the chest and 3 seconds on the way up. And geez, all you know is that you got to change that weight that you're doing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It just all depends.
Absolutely. And to kind of hit on that, so from my standpoint right now, you know, I'm learning all the, you know, terminology of training and things like that. And, you know, you and I have more, obviously, way more knowledge than the average person that's just going to the gym would. But I wanted to ask you, because of your experience and your knowledge and, you know, the vast amount that you have, how often would you say that you either verbalize that verbiage?
Never.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing. It makes you look intelligent, but it also, you know, if with clients, you're establishing a relationship. I got clients that consider me part of their family. Relationship with your clients is very important. I mean, yeah, you can share the terminology with them and all that, but you know, I feel like talked down to. You know how well I know my terminology?
How well?
Not well. I know it when I have to test the research.
Yeah,
you know
right. There you go. Exactly.
I'm being honest. It's just, you got to know how the body works, this and that. I mean, it's great. And a lot of trainers do it. And, you know, it's how they do it. But I know when I'm with clients, I want to be a human being and they're a human being. I just do not like talking like that.
Yeah.
You know? Not even with other trainers.
And I'm sure that they, you know, your clients and clients just in general really appreciate that, because all they want is the human to human connection and for you to help them, you know, get to their goals. So what has been throughout your years of doing this, like, what would you say has been one of the most challenging times, if it was like a client or if somebody was struggling? Like, how do you deal with a client who's kind of hitting a wall maybe, and then you have to kind of get them over to the other side?
So they're like plateauing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So usually
they lost motivation or something.
You know, it might not have anything to do while they're with me, but don't forget, most of my clients come to see me once, twice, 3 times a week, right? You can't depend on me for your results.
Right.
You know, unless you see me 5-6 days a week, you know, I can do programming for you, things for you to do when you're outside the gym. A lot of times it's got to do with some nutrition aspects. I got one client that was gaining weight.
Because he wanted to, or
it was a she, and I made one little quick fix to her nutrition. I didn't even change what she was eating. I just changed when she was eating what she was eating.
Gotcha.
So I was just like, okay, no carbohydrates after 4 p.m. I said, you could have the same amount of carbohydrates throughout the day, just none after 4 p.m. and see what happens. She dropped 5 pounds in like a week,
There you go.
So just something simple like that could help out with that. It could also be with, what are you doing outside? Are you just going to the gym, going through the motions? Are you doing the same exercise over and over?
Yep.
All the same stuff. So programming is important. I could suggest that. Give them new stuff to do.
And I know this is just an intro show, but tell the people what the show is actually going to be about. What are you guys going to be talking about? Because I know Chuck's got to get out of here soon, so I know this is going to be a little shorter.
Yeah, so for sure, we are definitely we're going to be previewing, workouts, different ways to go about, because there's so many ways to skin a cat, right? In terms of like working out and to achieving your goals. So we're going to talk about different workouts, push, pull, button mechanics, stuff like that. Nutrition, obviously, Chuck was just touching on that, how important that is, and how to kind of best take advantage of nutrition for yourself and throughout the day. And we're just going to be bringing you that content.
Well, with me, I look at fitness, like you have so many different synergies with fitness, right? You got, because, let's start with mental, spiritual, physical, all that. So I want to cover everything. Like, I'd like to bring in everybody from like, other trainers, athletes, coaches, even like yoga instructors, therapists, everything.
Nutritionists,
everything,
So we're looking forward.
There's so many factors that go into it.
Absolutely. And we're definitely looking forward to having guests on the show from all those fields, and kind of just addressing all those realms of fitness that Chuck was just saying. So
and basically just giving people some help and advice.
Yep.
Exactly.
Now I know we said that we were going to talk about like, somebody who's just starting working out today, right?
Yes.
Like some things to cover for them.
Yes.
Like somebody who's new to working out or wants to start working out.
Yeah. Let's give them a take-home message.
All right. A take-home message, like at a gym, right?
Yeah.
At a gym. All right. So I would suggest, of course, getting a gym membership, get the cheapest one. If you're going to a gym like Planet Fitness or the Fitness Edge, get the cheapest one. If you're new to it, get a trainer. Definitely try to learn the basics from the trainer.
Yes.
I had a trainer when I first started. I did like 5 sessions. It was a good base to get me going. Get a trainer. And just in the beginning, you want to focus on making it.
Yeah.
You got to stay committed. So
consistency is key.
Consistency is number one. If there's one thing I know that I've always been good at, is consistency.
Absolutely.
With getting my butt to the gym, whether I said just get in there and do something. The hardest part about getting to the gym is getting to the gym.
Exactly.
Hardest part about working out is getting to the gym.
Maybe even getting out of your car in the parking lot into the actual building itself. But
there's a lot of other things. A lot of people don't like to work out in front of people, so you have to decide what gym you want to go to. Like me, I provide a studio where there's no interruptions. It's just me and the client. That's it. Nobody else is in there. If you don't care about that, you could go to a place like the Edge. You'll have a lot more equipment, stuff like that, but you might be waiting to get it on a piece.
And then you're in the Gymshark commercial.
Yeah.
So that's kind of beat.
A Gymshark commercial.
But
for working out, all right. So you got 3 different phases, right? You got the beginning phase is where you're sore, you're in pain, this stinks, I'm sweaty, I'm nasty. Why am I actually gaining weight instead of losing weight? Like that's what happens in the initial phase. Okay? That's the beginning phase. Then you got like the results phase. Okay. So you start to get results, it's that. So you're gonna start going even more.
Right.
And then you get like the maintenance phase.
Yes.
Right. And then that's where you want to just keep going. You can't just stop. All right. I got the results I wanted. So many people just stop working out. It's summertime. It's nice out, but I'm going to go to the beach instead, and this and that. And they fall out of these habits and, they lose the results they had,
Right. And
or
then
they can plateau. They're doing the same thing over and over.
Yes.
That's
boredom.
That's why a trainer's important.
Yes, absolutely. And then to that point too, it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. So those people that are, reaching the goals that they wanted to, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yo, I'm good now. Like I'm looking good." A week or two later, it's not the same. If you don't use it, you lose it. So it's consistency is important, and for all the beginners out there too, like Chuck was just saying, consistency, just getting yourself there, get the trainer, and you go from there. And that's really kind of step one, and you build yourself up from there, and you just keep working at it. And that's the main thing. And nutrition comes into play too, which we're going to dive into
mindset
in later episodes. Mindset, what you kind of should be thinking when you go in to get yourself through the workout, and then that feeling of gratification once you're done is feeling that it's could be euphoric. Could definitely be euphoric. So
I chase high.
Exactly. So I think that just about does it for this first episode. Anything else, Chuck? Anything to leave the fans with for this first episode?
Put in that work, baby.
Put in that work. And don't forget, guys, tune in to DTV Fitness on YouTube. Chuck and I are coming at you with the workouts, baby, from Chuck's spot with the Hulk in the background. Don't miss it. Tune in, like, subscribe. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys so much for joining us in the very first episode, and we'll see you soon. See you next time.